Hello everybody, Crypto Chaperone here, and today we are pushing on to another milestone, another actual major milestone in cryptocurrencies. We have just pushed over the $300 billion market cap. Now, if you were paying attention just a couple days ago, I made a video that we just reached the $250 billion market cap. So we have gone up now 20% from that point, which is ridiculous. We've gone up $50 billion in just a few days. And cryptocurrencies are raising, all the waters are raising, just like everybody thought they were going to. You have Bitcoin, which is hitting a new all-time high. As we speak, it is just currently raising and raising. It is currently at $9,668, and I'm sure it will push over $9,700, and potentially it might even hit $10,000. Now, a lot of people are talking about how much resistance Bitcoin is seeing at the $10,000 mark, so we may see that pullback once it hits around 9,900 to 10,000. It may tap that area, and then we may see a major 15 to 20% pullback. Anything could be potentially possible. There's a lot of volatility going on right now, but there's so much money coming in, so much potential for everybody to be just gaining. If you've been invested in cryptocurrencies up until this point, I'm sure all of your portfolios are raising. If we go down, Ethereum is also continuing on a straight up trend. It sort of plateaued off for a day or two, and now it's sort of wanting to go back up. So I'm sure probably at the beginning of the week tomorrow, we'll see the fate of what these coins are really going to do. We're going to see if Bitcoin's going to continue on this, if it's going to plateau off at around 96 or in the mid 9,000s, or if we're going to see that correction in price go back down. I'm sure we'll see that with a lot of these other altcoins too, because usually when Bitcoin takes a dip, all the other altcoins recently have been taking a decent dip as well. The market cap as well will probably also take a decent dip. So don't be surprised if you see the market cap go to $308 or $310 billion real quick, and then back down to potentially even $275 billion or around there. Because you're going to have so many people that are pulling their money out strategically, and they're going to put it back in when they know is the right time to do it. And those are going to be the people who are influencing the price the most with these cryptocurrencies. If you guys paid attention, like a week ago, I made a how-to video of how to trade on Bittrex crypto exchange. And I was watching another crypto YouTuber today, and they kind of brought something to my attention that I didn't really think of too much. And I also recently got an email which led me to kind of put two and two together, and it's kind of given me an uneasy feeling about Bittrex. So I'm going to kind of put a warning on Bittrex for anybody that's watching this, and even for my own personal use. I'm going to probably be moving over to Binance or more of my trades back on my Poloniex account, because Bittrex, they do follow the laws and they follow the rules very, very cautiously, and they're going to abide by everything to a T. I say this because if you paid attention to my video, my how-to video, I'm not sure if when I logged in, I went straight to my account, but if you log into Bittrex, or if you've been logging in recently, at least me personally, and I know a lot of other people have, it's been taking you to an account page that looks like this. And I never really thought anything of it. I thought it was just asking me, pretty much since Bitcoin's been going up in price so much, that they assumed everybody was going to want to enhance verification on their account. So I didn't really think anything of it. I just skipped through this and would go to my wallet every time I turned it on. But then the other day, I was checking my spam email on my one email, and I got this email from Bittrex. And I was reading through it, and it doesn't really state too much. It's kind of just got some of the some changes that Bittrex is going to be going through, how they're going to be removing some of the smaller orders that stay there for a long time. They're going to be getting rid of people who put up tiny orders, like 0.1%, and just clog up all the order books with these tiny orders. And at the very bottom, they have a general statement about market manipulation. Now, this is kind of where I'm connecting the warning to Bittrex, because to enhance your account, you have to upload your license, I think your social security number, pretty much all of your personal information is going to be uploaded to Bittrex. And I think this is going to be connected to the last bolded statement that is in this email, which just reads that Bittrex actively discourages any type of market manipulation, including pump groups. Consistent with our terms of service, we will suspend and close any accounts engaging in this type of activity and notify appropriate authorities, which I'm assuming is probably why they're having so many people put in their personal information. There's so much pumping going on in these markets, and there's so many people who are influencing these markets that could be potentially gaining profits from them, who are putting together potentially pump groups or even manipulating the markets in any way, putting up sell orders and taking them down or things like that, doing how I showed you accumulation manipulation in the markets. Potentially these things could lead to some arrests or some appropriate action at least being taken place on people who are doing these things, which could actually scare off a large amount of users from Bittrex, because a lot of people honestly like to trade on these cryptocurrencies because it is an unregulated market. It gives you that just thrill that you could potentially be making 20%, 2%, negative 100%, or 500% of whatever you're trading. Or if you potentially get in with a large group of people or people who know what they're doing, you could move the price of a coin or really do what you want with a coin. And I think that's what a lot of people like. That is kind of also a negative thing depending on how you look at it in these markets. But even people who are not tied to these specific groups can still pull profit from these situations. All you have to do is be vigilant in the markets and what they're doing and what's going on. If you're vigilant, you have somebody pumping the markets, there's no reason why I can't sell my coins to the person pumping the market, even if I'm not taking place in the pump itself anyway. But that being said, you selling your coins in a pump or even just buying and selling through one pump may alert Bittrex to your account for any reason. You may get your account suspended or frozen and may have to send over some sort of appropriate authentication that it is your account. You're not doing anything that is unlawful or against their terms of service. They may make you cash out your account instantly and not make any more accounts. Or they may just call your local authorities and really take action from there. I'm sure within the next few months, we're going to see some things really taking place legality-wise through cryptocurrencies. I think even potentially in the United States, we're going to see something big happen where potentially maybe someone gets hacked or someone robs someone or a phishing scam happens or an ICO happens and someone gets busted for it. Potentially like the whole Tezos situation that was going on or whatever. Or what was it? Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Whatever that whole ICO was where they made like $250 million and haven't really come up with a product since, and now they're kind of under an investigation. So from there, I'm sure we're going to see a lot more sort of legal action stemming from cryptocurrencies. So with all that said, I'm kind of putting a red flag on Bittrex at the moment, and definitely putting a warning sign. Make all your trades cautiously. I've seen that the YouTuber I was actually looking at, who runs by the name of Crypto, great YouTuber. If you haven't checked him out yet, check him out. Follow everything he does. He's great. He has a lot of breaking news and a lot of information as it happens. And that's something that a lot of you guys can do too. If you have information that he says or any other YouTuber like me or someone else, you could put two and two together and kind of like how I did. I'm not sure if this is even what 2 and 2 would be potentially, if this is connecting to them maybe cracking down on pump and dumps or whatever. But I'm saying that if they're getting all of your personal information, the most in-depth that they can, in a world that is trying to become decentralized, at least in this community that we're in or that we're investing our time and our money in right now, then that's probably not the best thing for you to do. And there's definitely other routes for you to be taking that give you more privacy and more protection. And as more websites and exchanges start to do this and crack down on this, I'm sure we're going to start to see more privacy coins start to boom, because those are not really tied to anybody's specific identity. So even if you were to get into a cryptocurrency exchange and buy into one of these privacy coins and pull them back out into your wallet, it wouldn't really matter anyway. The only thing that would really be recorded was your actual transactions that took place on the crypto exchange. But after that, it wouldn't matter if your coins were tied to your name or what, because your coins were going to get tumbled or whatever else, and they were not going to be connected to you anyway. So, that being said, we're going to go back to our markets. It's a great day in Bitcoin. Let's refresh this page real quick and see what we're really up to date on. $301 billion, actually, guys. $9,691. We're definitely going to hit $9,700 today. We have Bitcoin Cash, which is kind of plateauing off at the moment. And I'm not a fan of Bitcoin Cash, but I'm not going to lie, I put some of my funds into Bitcoin Cash because when Bitcoin starts to see these plummets, Bitcoin Cash always kind of seems to be that one that always comes out positive. Even when every coin, all 99 other coins on the top 100 coins are coming out negative, Bitcoin Cash always seems to be that one coin that can even maybe come out +5, +10% positive. I think with a possible correction coming up in the market, Bitcoin Cash isn't really seeing any sort of a downtrend to really give you a bad investment at the moment. And I think as time comes up, it's a possible stable coin to keep your investments in. Now, you want to definitely be vigilant of the markets. It could potentially drop 5-10% instantly. So you want to, if you do have a Blockfolio or any sort of apps that you can set notifications for your phone or wherever, you want to make sure you have notifications set if you are trading on any cryptocurrencies, especially in a time where all these markets are seeing a huge influx of money coming in right now. You want to make sure you have any alerts set or any notifications set to anything that you might want to sell. If you are up right now decently in your portfolios, you might want to set some alerts to what you wouldn't mind waking up seeing in the morning if the price was to collapse a little bit. So potentially, if you are going to set those, maybe even put a couple small sell orders up, so if the price does fall below that, you at least get to gain some sort of profit out of it while it was up. Now, that being said, I think we may see Bitcoin start to drop in the next couple days. And when it does, you have all these people, like I've been saying, these big new investors, this institutional money that has been coming into cryptocurrencies, that they don't do the research and they're not looking at the next best thing. They're kind of just looking at these graphs and they're looking at all this unregulated trading that is going up 9 to 20 to 40 to 50%. And if you look at the top charts, you have Einsteinium 2 is going up like 150% today. And that is completely unheard of in Wall Street and the stock world, even for a full year's profits. So for that to happen in a day, it's going to definitely earn the attention of a lot of these traders and Wall Street brokers and people who have been doing this for a long time. Now, when the markets start to crash and their money is going down, they might have bought in potentially at 7,000, 8,000, maybe when the CME news broke around there, or they might be buying in now when they think it's going to hit 10,000. And a lot of people are kind of sitting on the sidelines waiting because they are waiting for it to hit a higher price because that's kind of more certainty behind them. They weren't buying in earlier because, Bitcoin, I don't know what this Bitcoin is. I don't think it's going to succeed. Now it's succeeding and they're like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll invest into it now because I've got the backing of everybody else who has bought the price up. So they have a little bit more certainty behind it and they feel a little bit better about their investments. In doing that, you're also buying into the market at a high point. So you could potentially be seeing a negative influence on your investment at the time. So even if a lot of these investors are buying in now, I know a lot of them are probably just trying to get their money in any way they can, and they're probably just buying up orders left and right, and some of the orders are probably potentially higher than what they want to spend, but they are spending it. And when the markets do correct and start to level out, these buyers are going to definitely be seeing a decent downsize in their portfolio and what they initially invested into it, or at least of what they had a couple days ago or a day ago. So when that happens, Bitcoin Cash always kind of seems to be that one that rises out of the dust. And, I don't really know why, but it could be potentially because Roger Ver and some of the biggest Bitcoin mining exchange one of the biggest Bitcoin mining exchanges is behind Bitcoin Cash, so that could really influence the price. And just the fact that Bitcoin's mining power could really change between either one of them, which could really influence where the miners want to go in general. So that could influence the price. And when you have these people that have a lot of money, more or less is what I'm saying, and they want something that they're heavily invested in to go off, and they have money in product A and product B, they can do whatever they want with it. They can make product B look good, they can make product A look good, they can make product A look bad, they can make product B look bad. So these things, they can literally be just a puppet show being put on in front of you. So with a lot of this institutional money coming in, I think with Bitcoin Cash just massively shooting up in price randomly, I don't think that was very organic growth. I think that was potentially just pumped price by whoever is maybe behind Bitcoin Cash. So I wouldn't be personally very surprised if there was potentially another pump up to $2,000 or $2,500 as Bitcoin starts to decline, because everybody, all these institutional traders and these Wall Street traders are going to want to put their money into something that's growing, and all they know is Bitcoin. And if they look at, hey, what's this top three coin, Bitcoin Cash, it still has Bitcoin in the name. I don't really want to do the research or look into it. It still has Bitcoin, it's growing. I'm going to buy into that. So I'm sure as time goes on, you're going to have a lot of these traders and a lot of these coins that really are going to pump just based on they're doing well in a time when other coins are doing bad. And I think that's what we're going to see fairly sooner than later, because we have such a major growth in the markets. Now, I could be wrong. And as me being wrong, I'm also going to say that this is not financial advice. Don't take anything I'm saying as a financial advice. This is just my own opinion about everything that I'm seeing and patterns that I've kind of seen over time. And that being said, just this quick of growth in the market in such a short time is not something that is sustainable, especially in cryptocurrencies where you have everybody who is in this to make a profit. You're not going to keep putting more and more money into this if you're not making a profit, especially people who are putting potentially millions and millions and tens and hundreds of millions into this market. They are in this to make a profit. They're going to make your money. They're going to pull it out into fiat cash, and you're still going to be in here trading cryptocurrencies while they have a fiat cash pulled out. And you're going to wonder why the market's taking such a negative downturn and they came out positive while you're sitting here freaking out about your portfolio. While all that's happening, just make sure that you guys are staying completely vigilant with the markets. Like I said, set any sort of notifications for coins you have. If you don't want to be completely stressing and checking your blockfolio at all times, definitely set those notifications so you're not checking it and refreshing the app all the time. I know that can get pretty stressful, especially if you wake up in the middle of the night. I know that I've done that a couple times, and I've just checked the app because you have the Japanese and whatever, that whole area, they start trading at about 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern in the United States. As that goes on, you have more people throughout the night as you're sleeping, or potentially wherever you're at. It doesn't really matter where you're at. As you're sleeping, there's people trading because this market doesn't close. This isn't Wall Street. This isn't the stock market. This market stays open 24/7 every day, and anything can happen at any time. It's always good to make sure that you are on top of it. So that's pretty much all I've got for you guys today. Just be aware with Bittrex. Be ready for anything that you've got your money. If you've got your money in there, I would say maybe potentially pull it out, pull a little bit out. Don't keep more in there than you're willing to lose. I don't think you're going to lose it, but if you have to put in all this personal information, depending on how much you have in there, just pull it out in small portions, or it might not even be worth it to put in your personal information. In a world where we're trying to go decentralized and stay private as much as we can, it might be best to avoid Bittrex as much as you can for now and for the future. That's all I got for you guys today. Have a great day. If you haven't yet, check out my Nano Ledger giveaway video that I'm doing. And all you have to do to be eligible to win that is just like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment under that video. I'll leave a link to that video down here under this description, so you can go there, and all you have to do is just leave a comment, pretty much just whatever you want, and that'll give you the opportunity to win a Ledger Nano. And I may potentially be getting another Ledger Nano and giving it away on there, or potentially maybe even in my Telegram channel to one of the people who are subscribed to my Telegram. So if you haven't yet, subscribe to this channel, get into my Telegram and join that. I post a lot of my trades that I do, personal trades, anything I see in the market, kind of accumulation going on and stuff like that. I post things like that. So if you want to keep up to date on things I'm doing or anything that I see or notice, I post it in there, and you can check it out in there. If you want to join it, I'll post the information to join my Telegram channel down below as well. So you guys just have a great day. Stay vigilant in this ever-growing market. You know, we've hit $300 billion. That's great. And we're going to continue to grow. I didn't think we would hit it this quick. I was just talking like a week ago saying that maybe we'd hit 300 billion by the end of the year, and it's not even the end of November yet. So we might even, I mean, the markets are growing so fast we could hit a $500 billion by the end of this year. And I think by mid 2018, I think we're going to be at $1 trillion market easily. Cryptocurrencies are going to trump everything. All investments you could possibly make, they are going to be the thing that you wish you were in a lot earlier than you did. So you might as well get into it now. I'm going to leave you guys with that and have a great day. This is Crypto Chaperone, and I'll see you next time.